Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 234. It is Tuesday morning, and a lot of stuff going on still. Looks like Friday they're going to come out to measure our kitchen, get exact specs for the new cabinets that we're going to be putting in, which I still think are way overpriced, but it seems like everybody's price is that high. I can't imagine I was paying that much for houses. Now I'm paying that much for cabinets. I was paying a quarter of that much for houses at one point when things were really bad. So they're going to come out Friday and measure, and I'm supposed to give them a deposit, but since I'm not going to have an exact price, I'll probably have to estimate how much to give them for the deposit. Today's Tuesday. I've got a couple kids are being punished now. One's lost a phone. The other one was supposed to lose the car, and I was nice enough this morning to say you can use it, and was still late to school, so no car tomorrow. So that's going on, all that drama. Why? I didn't do anything. All that stuff going on at home. Meanwhile, at work, we are extremely busy. There's only a few of us left, and I'm on call, and all these different things going on. And right now we're about to start our annual penetration testing, which I'm in charge of 100% start to finish for the whole company. So that's going to keep me busy a little bit. But with all this going on, I still want to get out there. I still want to make money. And last night I was going to go play poker, but the kids were just being so awful last night. I didn't want to leave my wife by herself with these guys, so ended up staying home and making sure they were, at least some of them were sleeping before I went to sleep. So this morning, brand new day, brand new rain, a little bit of rain already this morning, and right now I'm actually heading to the kids' school to get a little tour. Some plans that are going on at the school. I like to stay in touch with everything that's going on, so I have an individual meeting with the superintendent of schools to discuss some of the things going on as far as updating and securing safety, things like that. So I'm going to the school for that right now, and then we'll head to the office. Today's plans similar to yesterday's plans, and hopefully we'll get a chance to play some poker tonight as well. So that's really what's going on, what's on my mind right now. I only have one meeting today, that's with my manager, so that'll be this afternoon, and then we'll be heading back to the casino after that meeting. So that's what's going on right now. You're all caught up, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back, and just heading to work now. It's after 9 already, and just now heading to work. Had a very good, very fiery but very constructive meeting, and good things are happening, so all that's good. Right now, let's get to the office as soon as possible, because normally I'd be leaving the office in about an hour to go gamble. So let's get in there, let's get seen, and then leave and try to make some money. So first thing, let's get there, and then we'll get moving to the casino. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back. So I was in there for a little while. I found just a few plays, not really that much going on in there. More people working than playing, really. There was really only one machine I couldn't check, and as we've talked about before, the selection is more and more limited right now, so didn't really have an opportunity to play too much. Probably played 4 different plays. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? Sometimes there's just no opportunity, but on the bright side, timing. I mean, I've got so much time. I'm going to stop by Chipotle, get a bowl, make a salad, and head to the office. And then back to the boring life in the office. Gonna be working on some personal stuff. I think I figured out which shed I'm gonna buy, so probably gonna go there today as well. I gotta check those hours to see, and probably go there and get that taken care of. And then I want to bring in about 5 tons of gravel and lay it down, and then probably put some 4x4s underneath the shed, and the shed itself has 4x4s under it, under the floor, so that should keep it well enough off the ground that it should last for a really long time. And then probably just get a ramp. It'll be like a double door with a couple windows, plenty of ventilation, so all that will be good. And I am going to ask these guys, and then if they don't know, probably at Home Depot, I think there's an insulation you can buy that has pesticide in it. Keep the bugs and mice and things away from there, hopefully. That would be even better. So ended my session ahead, $85. And yeah, we're going to go get some food, and I'll be back to update you here in a little while. Alright guys, I am back. It is a little bit after 3 o'clock, and I had my meeting with my manager today. Everything went great, all caught up on all my stuff, everything's fine. And so I'm like, alright, time to get out of here. I put in enough time, go down the steps, around the corner, I'm like, haha, suckers. I open the door outside and my whole team is smoking. The little bit of a team that I have left happened to be smoking right then, so I had to stop there, talk to them for 10 minutes, waste time, be a team player, be a nice guy, all that stuff. And now we are leaving. So right now we are moving on. We're gonna go hit that casino again, go home for dinner, and then I'm thinking either go to this place and buy the shed immediately, or go play some poker. So those are our choices, and we'll figure something out here, and I'll come back and let you know. But right now, it's already kind of rush hour traffic, but should be good. So we'll go hit that casino, make a little bit more money, and go from there. I'll be back. All right, my friends, I am back with you. Oh my goodness, all of a sudden it went from raining to sunny outside. I wasn't in there that long. I was in there like 35 minutes. And it was a very productive 35 minutes. I walk in, first machine I see, second machine I see, I'm like, this is beautiful, let's play this. It's like $1.50 or something like that, a spin, maybe 75 cents, something like that. And I hit that in about a minute for like $34, so I'm happy. Start walking around, look at a couple other ones, nothing, go to the high limit area, and there's a guy sitting on the machine I want to check. And this is one of my favorite machines. High variance, high denomination. I mean, it goes up to like 250 a spin or something like that. It's a good machine. So he's sitting there watching his wife play the machine next to him. I didn't want to bother the guy. Most of the time there's going to be nothing there. I figured I'll just come back around and take a look. I leave the area, check one more machine, then leave the area, and right outside there, check something, nothing there, and move on. And I've kind of changed my route when I go through this place now. So I go to the furthest area at this point, because usually I would save that till the end because there's rarely anything there. But I just figured, let's get it out of the way. It's only, a minute or less. I go over there, there's a guy playing a really nice play. And I could tell this guy was hammering this thing. Most likely he knew what he was doing, but I wasn't sure. So, okay, stick a pin in that one. Now I got 2 of them to check. And came back around and checked the other areas. And there's 3 machines next to each other. I checked the first machine, nothing there. I hear this guy talking to himself. Yeah, you lose money. Gonna put my money in there. Just a weird, nonsense talk. And I checked the machine next to him, and he goes, "Why do you do that?" I said, "What?" He goes, "Why do you do that on the screen?" I said, "To see if there's something I like. I think it's lucky, don't you think so?" He's like, "I see a lot of people doing that." So I find a play around $2 a spin. Third spin I hit for $50. He's like, Well, good luck, man. He's like, I'm going to try that next time. Next time you see me, you're going to see me doing that too. Just have to push the different numbers and then start playing. I said, yeah, it works, man. You should try it. So walked away from there, checked a few more, went to the back reaches, other back reaches, and found another play right away. I'm like, this is incredible. That's great. It didn't pay very well. Made about 20 bucks on that one, but I'm up like $110 right now. And I said, okay, let me go back and check those last two machines. I wanted to check the machine the guy was on too, that said that to me, but someone was there the whole time, and from what I could see, it didn't seem like anything was there. So yeah, I go back into the high limit area. The guy is still there, and I go back to the other one where the guy was hammering the machine. He's gone, but the play is gone too, so I figured, yeah, he probably knew what he was doing, which is okay. And so I'm like, okay, well, all I have left is the high limit area. I go back there. I see a guy walking around that looks like him. I'm like, maybe he's done. I go back there, and there's a beautiful play there at $10 a spin. And I think I'm in it 3 or 4 spins. And I hit, no, it was more than that. It was 11 spins, because I count everything. 11 spins. So I was like exactly even or something like that when I hit it, because I was up 110. It's $10 a spin, and I guess maybe it was more than 11. Anyway, it ended up paying. No, I think I was wrong. I think it was that much. Here's the screen, and it paid $408, and that put me up $396 for the session. So plus $396, a nice little finish on that play. And right now we're going to head toward home, and I'm going to call my wife right now, see if she or the kids would like to go look at these sheds before they close. There's enough time, and if so, we're going to go and possibly just buy a shed. I don't know how much he needs deposit, but I'll give him whatever he needs, half down or whatever. Just give it to him in cash, and we'll get a shed today if it's available. So that's the plan right now, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back. It is 8 p.m. We are just leaving home, and we are going to play poker today. We already had a decent day, but nothing that's too difficult as far as psychologically difficult. It's pretty easy to just beat a slot machine, but now we're actually going to go use our brain and try to make some money. So a while back I talked about possibly joining one of these poker things online, and I got a lot of feedback, some positive, some negative. I heard people say that there aren't a lot of games. Other people saying that there are a lot of games. There is PLO, there isn't PLO. There's a lot of bots who play. I've never seen a bot play. So people were all over the place. And so I decided to go ahead and sign up for one and just kind of see how things go. See if I see anything unusual. Play with small money. So I did do WPT Gold, and I deposited $100. That's all. And so far I've played like 20 hands. I played, I think it's a 20 cent ante, 50 cent a dollar maybe, no limit. Like I said, I just played for about half an hour or so just to kind of get the feel for it. I'm ahead a couple dollars, but no, nothing. I'm not going to keep track of that. I think the only time I should keep track of that is maybe when I withdraw money. Otherwise, it could get so... Well, you know what, though? With the new law, you're supposed to keep track of each session individually. I guess I could do that. I would just have to keep track of how much money I started with overall at the beginning of the session and how much I ended with. And that would be my session profit or loss. It's going to have to be the only way to do it. I mean, hopefully this law will get overturned and it won't be so complex. It'll just be a year or something more reasonable than this 90% loss, 100% of winnings. It's kind of crazy. But right now we are going to head to the poker club and just try to play for a few hours, try to make whatever, 200, 300, 400, whatever we can, and then head home because we have a long day tomorrow. Right now I have about 100 miles range on the car, so I'll probably get some gas before I get home, and we'll be ready to go for tomorrow, which is going to be a big day tomorrow. A lot of stuff happening tomorrow. I am on call this week. I do have meetings. So much stuff happening, but I got everything under control as of this point. So, beautiful night right now. It's probably mid-60s outside. No wind at all. Nice calm night. No bad weather. So we are on our way to the club, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back. Just leaving the poker club, and it went all right. It really did. I got there, and I was fourth on the list when I left home. And usually it's like it goes so fast, and then like I'm late because they call me immediately and they give me 5 minutes to sit down, and then it's a big deal. So I waited for a minute before I got on the list, but then by the time I got there, I was still third on the list, so it took a little while, probably 30, 35 minutes, something like that, to sit down. Finally sat down, playing a 1-2 no-limit table, bought in for 200, and started playing, won a couple hands, then lost a big hand. I was down to like 140 or something, like 145, actually, and then I got this hand. I got pocket nines, and someone raised to 5, and then call. I called, and then someone made it 65, and this guy's been like just shooting off money like crazy. And then this really good player who like plays for a living, he calls, comes back around to me. No, let me see. Yeah. So I called. The guy made it 65. The other guy made it called, and then I go all in for 145. And flop a 9. Actually, the flop had. I was all in. There were 2 other players in. The flop had 2 hearts. The turn had a heart, and the river had a heart. And it was me and 2 other players. I'm like, there's no chance, between the 2 of them, they don't have 1 heart. They didn't have a heart. One guy had a pair of 5s. I had a pair of 9s, and it held up. It was crazy hand. All in all, played pretty well. That was a $452 hand there, so that helped me get up. Won a couple other small hands. Overall, only won 4 hands, I think. So I must have won 1 hand, then that one, and then 2 others. And I ended up leaving after only 45 minutes of play ahead $301, which is a lot of money to me. I don't know about you, but to me, that's a lot of money. So there's $301 there, and then we've already made $480 earlier. So that's $785. That's a nice day already. So what are we going to do now? It's still a little bit early. I do have to go out of town, obviously, tomorrow. So I think we're going to go play some slots and get a 45-minute session in or so. See what we can do, and then we'll head home. On the way home, we'll stop and get some fuel, and we'll get some good sleep. And then tomorrow morning, we'll be on our way. And that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back, and it was kind of busy in there, and I did play a lot of things in there, but just not a lot of money coming my way. So let me bring up the pictures here as we're driving down the road. Okay, so first machine, I actually didn't even take a picture of that one. That one I made like $30 on. Moved on. Second machine, that one was kind of a killer. Ended up losing about 105 on that one. And then next one, I think I lost like $2 or $3 on it, although it was a few hundred spins. And then the next machine is one of these short-term machines. First spin, $2.40. Figure that machine out. What machine am I talking about? $2.40 a spin. I hit it for $63.50 and moved on. Found another one. Hit that one for $32.40. I think I made like $10 on that one. Next one I lost like $3. And then next one, I ended up winning, I don't know, about $80 or so on that one. And that was pretty much it. And then I decided I wanted to cash in some of my money here because so many small bills, 20s and 5s and 1s and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, it sounds like that whining or something like that, but when you're carrying a large amount of money, if you have 20,000 in your pockets and they're all 20s, do you know how much space that much takes up? Even 520s, that's a lot of space that's taking up in your pocket. So I ended up just going to a machine and putting a bunch of 20s and smaller bills in there. And funny enough, I ended up getting some crappy bills back, some old hundreds and a ripped 20, and it's just ridiculous. So I ended up ahead $16 after all that. So all that up and down, and I only ended up ahead $16. But I got points, whatever. We do what we have to do. It was all positive AV plays, all good plays. Just didn't find the greatest plays and had some bad variance on some, and ended my session ahead only $16. So plus $16, and let's do our segments real quick. What did you eat today, MW? I had a salad from Chipotle, chicken, light beans, tomato salsa, green salsa, sour cream cheese, fajitas, and it was pretty good. I give it about a 9 on a scale of 2 through 8. So I feel like I'm becoming more and more negative about this food. Maybe I should take a week and just eat whatever I want and get myself back to normal. I don't know. And then what did you tip today, MW? I tipped a total of $4, $1 at a time when I was playing poker. And what did you learn today, MW? I learned you gotta keep going even when things look like, you're not gonna make any money today. My first session I made $80. Second session didn't look like it was gonna happen because I was kind of trapped at the office for a while. I ended up having a nice hit on that one, and then I was going to sleep and decided to go play poker and had a nice hit there, and then a little one to finish it off for the day. So, if you can hit one more casino, do it. If you have the energy, if you have the time, do it safely. Don't be too tired when you're driving. But if you can do just a little bit more before you go to sleep, I always do. You know how I am in Vegas when everything's at my fingertips. I hardly sleep, so I don't enjoy Vegas ever. Never ever enjoy Vegas. I don't sleep much. I don't eat much to give me all this money to eat. And sometimes they only give me a couple hundred to eat, and I don't even use all that because I'm so busy trying to hit these casinos and make money because they're at my fingertips. If you're in Vegas, what's wrong with you? If you're somewhere where there's a lot of casinos, what is wrong with you? Go out there and make that money. So anyway, right now we're going to go get some fuel, head home, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.